Afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome back to our live broadcast today. We're broadcasting from Southern Union State Community College in Opelika, Alabama. We are at the Tunnel to Towers Foundation 9/11 Never Forget mobile exhibit. We have had to date, as of about 30 minutes ago, 2,485 people come through the exhibit. That was pretty much from Thursday and Friday, and so far what has come through today. I estimated 500 to 600 already coming through today. In the number, I confirmed it's right at 500, so I was pretty close. I was a little bit over. Probably at that 600 mark now, because that was about 30 minutes ago. We've had several more groups come through since then. Also, I was bragging about the Philly cheesesteak, and the man that runs the Philly cheesesteak stand wouldn't let me pay. He asked me if I was a firefighter, and I told him that I'm former firefighter, that I was currently working in public safety, and he would not let me pay. I since find out that he is a 9/11 survivor. He was on the 49th floor of Tower 1 when the first plane hit the tower. I'm going to see if I can get him over here before we get out of here and talk to him and see if he minds sharing his story. That's pretty amazing. That's just how small this world is. I'm sitting in Opelika, Alabama, with a survivor from Tower 1 when the first plane hit that building. He's right across the parking lot there. And I'm telling you, it's the best Philly cheesesteak you ever put in your mouth. And the curly fries are to die for. You got to come by here and get you some. It's delicious. Amazing individual he is. So 7 o'clock tonight, the doors will close. And then from 11 to 7 on Sunday, the exhibit will be here. And then on Monday and Tuesday, for the general public, 3 to 6 both days. And then after 6 on Tuesday, it's all over. They're moving on to their next stop. First time ever, the exhibit's been in Alabama. So it may be quite some time before it ever comes back. So you got to take advantage of it and come by and experience this. It is an experience. This is not, you just run through here and look at a few things that came out of the building and then it's over with. This is a total experience from beginning to end. You start under the covered tent area, and they have two New York firefighters that talk to you and explain to you what happened that day from their perspective. You get a little more information, a little different information each time. I've been noticing that. So you leave with a unique experience that nobody else got. And these guys can do that because they were on duty or were called in to duty, on duty, the day this happened. Now, these are not actors. These are not kids reading from a script. These are firefighters that were there that actually worked 9/11. So you start there, and then you go in to the exhibit, and they give you a personal tour, explain to you what everything is. They let you ask questions. They take their time. They explain it to you. And, one group may take 15 minutes to go through. The next group may take 30 minutes to go through. So it's unique. Each tour is unique and different. And then we also have the walk that you can, the memorial walk that you can go through, and you get to see the faces and names of all the fallen heroes from that day. Be sure you come by and experience this. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for an experience like you've never had before. And also support Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Their website is T, the letter T, the number 2, the letter T, .org. That's T2T.org. Go on, make a donation. set up that $11 a month donation. I mean, like once a month, you can drive on by that hamburger joint and not go in there and spend $11. Then you can afford to help Tunnel to Towers Foundation, help our fallen heroes, their widows, and the veterans across this country. Support them. They do phenomenal work all across this country. We're broadcasting live. We want to talk to you, want to see you, want to hug your neck, shake your hand. We've had a lot of folks come by. We've picked up some new viewers today. Just talked to a lady from Smith Station that's really into weather. And she came by and she's like, so what looks like you're associated with weather. She said, you know, we don't get real good wall-to-wall severe weather coverage around here. What do you do? And I said, oh, ma'am, let me talk to you for just a minute. So after I finished explaining to her, she is a trained weather spotter and is actually going to be in the room with us the next time we cover severe weather, and she's going to be posting what's happening in Smith Station. That's what this is all about. That's why we do this. We need folks in all locations across East Alabama and West Georgia to be in the chat room posting what's happening, and we now have that link where you can send us video and photographs of severe weather as it's happening. So the idea is you folks in Clay County, maybe over in Talladega County, you post the video, you post the photographs, you tell us what's going on over there. Then I can share it with everyone across the viewing area. And so you're giving the folks in Clay County a heads up. You're giving the folks in Randolph County a heads up. You're giving the folks in Hurd and Troop in West Georgia a heads up before it gets there, so they know what to expect and what to prepare for. You folks down in Tallapoosa and Chambers and right here in Lee County can all do the same thing. You can be as big a part of Dr. Don's weather as I am. You can be the eyes out there in the community to help us warn people during times of severe weather. Now, we haven't spent a lot of time together in quite some time, and that's a good thing. That means we haven't had any severe weather. But that will change, and it'll probably change sooner rather than later. We are just right around the corner from our secondary severe weather season. So that'll start happening in the next 2 weeks to a month. So be ready for it. Have your emergency plan. She was telling me she was in that tornado that came through Beauregard back in 2019. And she was telling me all the things they've done since then to prepare in case they ever have to go through it again. Just things you don't think about, like making sure that all of your important documents, all of your paperwork, that, you know, the deed on your house, your insurance papers, your copies of your prescriptions, all that kind of stuff. She said now she doesn't keep them in her house. She keeps them in a safe box, and you put that safe box somewhere other than your home, whether it's at your family's. Maybe you've got a family member that lives across town or in another town. You leave that stuff with them so it's not there at your place. And it's just, you have to think outside the box. You know, if your house were to be destroyed in the next 30 minutes, what are you going to need? And try to be prepared for that. Situational awareness during severe weather, and be prepared in the event that bad things do happen. And so that's kind of how all this works. That's what we do. And we're here today promoting the Tunnel for Towers, Tunnel to Towers Foundation, because, folks, we have to remember what happened on September the 11th, 2001. If we forget, then it will happen again. History will repeat itself. Come by and see us. We're here for another couple of hours, probably until about 4 o'clock. We'll be here till 4:30, something like that. So you got time to come by and hang out with us on the campus of Southern Union State Community College on Dr. Don's Weather.